Welcome to another episode of Just Talk with Gabe. I'm here, Masaki Kasir.
Here.
And so is our guest. Let's get started. Who do we have on the show?
Today we have one amazingly talented Canadian singer, Adil C.
I can't wait to learn more.
Absolutely, but before we get started, let's give a shout out to our sponsors, Fade Life Clothing and BCK Online.
Fade Life Clothing is a unique clothing line out of Atlanta, Georgia, geared towards those who love intoxicating style.
And BCK Online is a digital online magazine that keeps you in the know and up to date on the lives of young entrepreneurs, entertainers, rising stars, parents, and much more.
All right, go grab your snacks, sit back, relax, and enjoy the season 3 finale of Just Talk with Gabe. Adil, welcome to the show. We are glad you can join us for an episode of Just Talk with Gabe, the season finale.
Woo! Thank you so much.
Right.
So excited to be here. Thank you so much.
Thank you for being on. I know our listeners want us to dive right in, so let's get into it.
Amazing. Let's go.
Right. So you were a singer. Tell us how you got started in the industry.
Yeah, for sure. And thank you. I appreciate that because I used to not be an amazing singer when I was 14. I could not sing, no cap. I used to play shows and get booed off stage. So I stand
Oh, wow.
Serious?
Yeah, that's a true fact. I actually used to get booed off stage, and it gets worse. My band members, because I used to be in a rock band. This was a long time ago. My band members, I don't want to specify who, but let's just say one of them would come up to me after the show, put his hand on my shoulder, and literally tell me, stick to playing guitar, because that was the first instrument that I ever got into before jumping to the industry. But so yeah, I just want to say a quick thank you for calling me an amazing singer. I take that to heart. So
Well, awesome. Well, see, not
Don't
not
procrastinate.
procrastinate,
No.
but pushing
No.
yourself, and keeping going. So see, it's paid off.
Procrastination is the opposite of what you
I
want.
know it's the opposite of what I meant to say, but
yeah, keep procrastinating. It should work.
Yes. Yes.
there you go.
Okay, cool. Yeah. So how did I get started in the industry? It actually started from, this is going to be really funny. My parents, they own like little clothing store shops, and they started out first in like a market sales shop area. I think in Canada they call them like flea markets, because it's like you get in, you get out. It's really quick stuff, like you flee it. So they had a shop in one of these markets, and right beside that shop was a music store, like this little cute music, like it was like some antique guitar shop. It was amazing. I used to go with them every weekend to help them out, because I just, I was trying to be a good kid. I broke a lot of stuff when I was young, so I guess I always have to like tag on with them and help them out at the stores, as my way of saying sorry for breaking stuff at home. But it was a great thing, because I was introduced to this music store that was just right beside us, and I would always, like, anytime there wasn't like a customer or I didn't have to help my parents, and I'm talking like I was 8 years old, so I would literally just run right in, and I would just be like, hey, and they'd be like, hey, where's your parents? I'm like, oh, they're like across the thing, like, don't worry, you'll see me every weekend. They were like, what?
They're like, oh, lucky us, huh?
Yeah. No, it was cool. Like, I mean, like, I got to become like, they liked me, but I got annoying, because I would show up a lot. I'd always try to learn. I love learning. So, I mean, granted, I don't think they'd want to teach a little kid how to play guitar. They're trying to sell their guitars, but
Right.
Long story short, I got to give them credit, because they put a guitar in my hand, and I would just strum it all day long, and I would attract customers in. They brought a drum kit the first time in the store, and I was like, let me play it. They're like, no. I was like, let me play it. So I played it, and a bunch of people were like, oh, this cute kid's playing this drum kit. Like, let me see what's going on. And actually help them make sales too. It was funny. So that's actually kind of how I got started with playing instruments, and then how I got into the industry. Well, it started from there. And it kind of carries. I don't know how much time we got, so definitely let me know if an answer needs to be shorter or longer.
No, this is you. You do you.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm enjoying listening to your story.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool. All right, cool. So after that happened, I started to obtain all these like musical skills. Again, keynote musical, not vocals. Okay, I cannot
Right.
sing. So I got playing instruments like guitar and drums, and I tried a bit on the keys, but I got into bands like Linkin Park,
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Avenged Sevenfold, Bullet for My Valentine. So I started getting
Right,
into that
rock
whole.
bands, yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah. I was getting into the whole rock scene. I mean, I thought it was super cool. I still think it's pretty cool. I think that genre is kind of coming back now, which is cool. Great to see that. So after that, I just started listening to this music, and they they there was a thing called shows, and when I was a kid, I was like, whoa, they actually do live performances. I was blown away by that. So I went to my first concert. It was called like Rockstar Opera or Energy Drink or something. 3 days Grace played, Event Sevenfold
Wow.
played,
Nice.
Bullet played, Seether played, and another
Ah,
band.
I
I
love
can't.
theater.
Oh yeah.
Oh, and Escape the Fate played too. Yeah. So all those bands played, and I was like high for like a day. Just not literally, but just by
Figuratively.
yeah,
There you go.
figured exactly. And I was just like so like shocked that something something like music and performance and arts and entertainment could be so surreal. And I couldn't sleep when I came back home. I was like blown away by how much you could do. Like, I mean, I fell in love with the music, but there was so much more about it, like the people, the personalities,
Right.
the brand, the imaging. And there's also a lot of like fireworks and pyrotechnics, and I love that kind of stuff. I'm a fire sign, so it was beautiful. So I took that and I was like, I'm gonna be in the band. So and I went home and I started researching and started studying, like, what do you got to do to be in a band, this and that, blah 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 blah. Met up with a bunch of people. Quickly learned that, well, I mean, not quickly. After years, I learned that I'm better off as a solo than as a duo, or not. I don't want to say duo, but like I chose to be solo, and here's the reason
Uh-huh.
why. I mean, we built a really big following when I was in a band, and I mean, we got artists that were like signed to like the most major labels and recognized by people who toured on Warp Tour. It was insane, but I don't know. It was really hard because I was like doing 90% of the work. I was always writing all the music, was always doing all the marketing, was always funding everything. So I decided, I was like, you know what? Like, it's so hard to schedule a photo shoot where it's like I can't just like call my buddy. And my buddy's name is Ray Sicard. He's an incredible cinematographer, photographer. His story would be hilarious for him to hear, because I mean, he's seen me through all of it. He saw
Right.
me go from nothing into the talent I am today. But even with him, like, I mean, if I wanted to do a photo shoot with him and I had to call up 5 other people, and it would take us a month to even book anything, just because there was so many different schedules. So I
Right.
decided, I think I was 18, or 18 or 19. I'm like, I'm gonna try pop, because I heard a song by Justin Bieber. It was called "Let Me Love You." There's a whole story about Bieber and me as well. I used to not be a fan, but now I'm like, I'm only a pop artist because of him now, so I got to give him huge credit. But
Absolutely.
Right.
oh yeah, so much credit to him. And yeah, so then I heard "Let Me Love You," and I was so sold. I'm like, wow, there's literally just like this beautiful instrumental like stuff happening, and just amazing voice, and it was so easy and clear to listen to, where versus in like rock music, like there's just a lot happening and it's very clouded. I mean, it's great, but when you get distortion, everything kind of clouds up. So kind of sidetracking. Let me get back on track. Yeah, so after that, I was like, I'm gonna drop my first song and see what happens, and I dropped it. It honestly blew me like 5,000-6,000 new followers. I broke my first, like, I passed 10,000 followers really quickly after dropping it at like 13,000 followers. My
Wow.
Spotify was like doing great. My YouTube was doing great. And I'm like, whoa, people really like this from me. And again, I tried to schedule stuff with my band. I wrote some new stuff for my band. We scheduled some stuff, couldn't really meet up. And I was like, all right, I guess I'm just gonna do another pop song, because I mean, people want it. So then I dropped "Where Are You," and that broke like 1 million streams on YouTube.
Wow.
And sorry. It broke a million on Spotify. Then it hit 100K on YouTube, and my Instagram started blowing up. I think I hit like 15, 16, 17,000 followers, and I can't even remember at this point. And fan pages started to be made, and I started to realize, like, this is like something real, and I started getting recognized by some really big people in the industry. So I was like, okay, I guess this is it. So how I got in the industry was just I picked up a guitar, and now I'm here, and I can't even put the pieces together, but it's just so many years of just like dedication, and now here I am as Adil C.
That's
So that's
awesome. Now the word I was looking for before, guys, is persistency. I
Procrastination.
knew I was going to find it,
Yeah,
but
you found it.
you know,
Yeah. Okay.
you took an amazing journey to get where you are. So, if you can tell me, Adil, in one word, how would you describe your overall sound?
only one word, not
Yep,
two.
just one. Well, you can make two. I'll kind of give you a little
She'll allow
leeway
it.
there. I'll allow it.
All right, okay. Cinematic pop. I would have to say that.
Ooh, now
If it
that's interesting.
if it was one word, it would be cinematic, but
Uh huh.
I don't want people to think like, oh, that means theatrical. I mean, it does, but I say cinematic pop because um uh I love I love movies so much. I love scoring. I love the stuff that happens in Marvel when there's like a fight scene or something epic's about to happen. So I used to I mean, I don't even think I've incorporated that fully in my music yet, but I am so obsessed with the way movies do things. And I love pop music as well. And I just thought that if I could take both worlds and squish them together, I think that would be me. So that would be
Right.
that's my words.
Cinematic pop. I like
All
that.
right. So on July 2nd, you just released your new song, "We're in Paradise." Tell us about the project.
Yeah, for sure. So, July 2nd, I'll tell you why it was July 2nd, not July 1st. It was Canada Day, and I didn't want it to be
Right.
like, it's too much, right? Like, July 1st is about Canada Day. So I was like, I'll take this day right after that because I am Canadian, born in Montreal. But I can't speak French, funny enough. Uh, I got a joke for that. I literally go, hey, what's up? My name's Adil C. Was born in Montreal, Quebec, but je ne pas parler le français, which means I don't speak French. Anyways,
That's awesome.
yeah, okay, so I decided July 2nd because I'm Canadian. I thought it would be very powerful to be able to be like, hey, like it's right after Canada Day. It's a really high energy summer song. So we did that. But this project, I got to give a really big credit to someone named Michael Yee. He is, well, at the time he was 17, he just turned 18. He is an 18-year-old entrepreneur, a startup company tech founder, and producer. Uh, we actually, we actually got introduced to each other on Clubhouse, which is really funny because
Oh wow.
I love the business side of everything too, as much as I love the entertainment. I love behind the curtains. You got to know how the magic happens, right? So
That's
I go
true.
I go on there to learn. And this kid reached out to me and he was like, "Hey, do you want to invest in a cryptocurrency?" And I'm like, all right. I mean, I don't mind trying new things." So we were like working on investing on cryptocurrency together. And I really love this kid's energy, full of life, full of energy, super happy, ambitious to learn, made mistakes, but learned from it. And I just thought that this kid's cool. And then he asked me a question. He goes, "Hey man, like I just realized he didn't even know that I was a pop singer." He's like, "Oh my God, I just checked your Instagram. I checked your YouTube. Like you're actually killing it. Like I didn't even know that you were like doing music like this." He was like, "I'm actually a producer. Like you should check out my music." I said, "Okay." I mean, I didn't expect him to be good or anything, or for this case, outstanding, because I was just like, he's just a crypto investor. And I heard what he was sending me, and I was blown away. And I was like, no way that God just sent me this, because this is amazing. I was literally looking for something like this that I could use to give to my fans, or something that's like just different. Like this song is cinematic, but it's more. I feel like it's more on the pop side than cinematic, which is something I did want to do. I don't like sticking to one thing. Um, and let me rephrase that, because I'm persistent, but I didn't want it to just be the same thing. You know what I mean? I want to
Right.
give people something fresh, not just recycled stuff. So I knew when my fans heard this, they'd be like, "No way, they'll just drop something like this. Like it does not sound like something that I would typically release." So I called him back and I'm like, "Dude, are you crazy? Like this sounds like really up there." And I mean, it was actually originally an EDM song. It was like very, very, very like hype. And I told him, I'm like, if you could send me the wave or the stems, like I will restructure it in my studio, and I'll make it into a pop song. And I'm like, if you're down, we could try that, and I'll throw some vocals over it. And he goes, okay, sends me the stems, and I did it, and I got it back to him. And he kept asking me every like almost every like hour or two in the day, be like, just send me a quick demo. Send me a quick demo. Like I heard like the little quick vocal take that you did, like as I was just saying to him a line on the phone, real quick. And he was
Uh-huh.
like, you have to send me a quick demo. I'm like, dude, don't worry, I'll get you something to polish. So like 2 days after, I sent him like my version of a demo, which is pretty polished. And he's like, you call this a demo? This sounds like it's ready to be released. And he was like screaming on like Discord. He was so happy. Such an adorable kid. Amazing. So yeah. And I was like, well, yeah, I was like, great. I guess you and I are going to do this together. So the song was, that's how the song actually got created. I was supposed to invest in a cryptocurrency. This kid ended up being a producer, and Michael Yee was like, do something with it, and then Where in Paradise happened.
Oh, no, that is cool. Now,
Yeah.
We're in Paradise is also backed by the nonprofit Pencils in Paradise, or Pencils of Paradise, right? So
Yeah.
can you tell me
Pencils of
about that?
Promise?
Or Pencils of Promise. Okay. So can you tell me about that?
Yeah, of course. So Pencils of Promise is a wonderful charity. I've actually been working with them, I'd say over a year now. So, specifically, you're asking about the partnership between the song, yes?
Right.
So, yeah, okay. So, Pencils of Promise is a great charity. They're very, very, very involved in the community. I have a background of already working with charities. I've been
Uh-huh.
working with them for a while, but when I became an artist, like officially as a pop artist, I had no idea how to implement charity work in my music. So I reached out to Pencils of Promise, and I told them my background and what I do in my music, and they were actually very impressed by like what I was up to. So they said like, hey, like we're gonna send you some free merch, this and that. We should like jump on call, see what we can do together. And quickly we found that it was a good fit to just work together on stuff. So anytime I have a song coming out, or for the most part, I'll try to like get their logo in the music video, or do like brand placement. And I'll always try to like, either it's like the charities, like I would try to donate money to charity by using the streaming revenue that comes from the song. But Where in Paradise was very important as a collaboration together, because the song's all about like just rebuilding, like like coming through a hard time, rebuilding who you are. Everyone's gone through a lot of stuff throughout this pandemic. Even the schools
Absolutely.
that even the schools they support and build, they're still doing great, but they were still impacted as well. So we thought like putting Pencils Promise on such a positive message and such a positive impact was a very good decision, because we want people to know that um you know we can make it out of the situation. Like there is a light at the end of the tunnel.
Right.
Absolutely. And I'm gonna have to, kind of debark from our little serious moment here. I saw Pencils of Promise, but I couldn't read it because I don't have my glasses on. So there you go.
Yeah.
Enough said.
Oh my God, yeah, it's fine. No worries.
Yeah, we're blind over here.
No,
No,
it's all
no,
good.
it's fine. It's fine. Yeah. All right. So through the partnership with Pencils of Promise, you all have a giveaway contest going on. Tell us about that.
Okay, for sure. So it's cool because not the fans don't even know about this fully yet. It's just like it's been like sprinkled, but it hasn't been fully like posted about. So this will be cool for fans. In about maybe 2-3 days, we're going to be posting a giveaway on just my Instagram exclusively. It's going to be
Awesome.
open worldwide because we want anyone to be able to participate. It is also a cash giveaway, but it's being completely funded and sponsored by me. But there are some rules around it where you have to follow Pencils of Promise and a charity called Let's F Cancer. You can bleep this out, but they're actually called Fuck Cancer. Um, and yeah, so that's one of the rules, because I like doing charity work. So you guys have to follow the two charities in order to be registered in the giveaway. It's basically a cash giveaway, and it's also promoting the song so more people can go and check out the song and listen to it. And we also want to give back to like not just like the local community, but just anyone in general, and just like I'm sure someone could benefit from maybe a couple $100 extra. So that is what the giveaway is about. It's about giving more exposure to people to check out charities and see how they can help out. To also listen to the song and see if it's something that they want to bop through for the summer, and helping others out with a little bit of extra cash throughout the hard times.
That's
Okay.
awesome.
Now, tell us where you find your inspiration for your music.
It has to be. It has to be the movies. It has to be the movies. It definitely has to be artists that have inspired me to create. Like I quoted Justin before. and my fans. I gotta give it to my fans as well.
Right. Now, if you could collab with any musician or band, what would it be?
So this is like such a tough question because there's so many people that inspire me, but I have to give this to Justin Bieber, and it's not because number one pop star worldwide. It's specifically because I would have not been a pop artist if it wasn't for my life could be completely different right now if I didn't hear his song "Let Me Love You." So I definitely would have to say my dream collab would be writing a song with him because that's like a full circle for me. It would literally be like looking at the reason why I'm even doing what I'm doing today. So I definitely have to give that to Justin.
Definitely. Let's put that out there in the atmosphere for you for sure.
Right.
Amazing.
So out of all of your songs, which would you say is your favorite to perform and why?
Hmm. Hmm. To perform, I would have to say, well, Where in Paradise might take the lead now, but haven't performed this one yet. But I would say In the Mood because I don't know if you've heard In the Mood, but it was specifically written for gamers, and gamers need that high energy.
Right.
Oh
And
yeah.
I come from that rock scene, so touring and shows was a very, very, very was actually the biggest part of the whole thing. So I had to say In the Mood because that song is a hit, especially when it comes to higher energy active, busy environment. So, In the Mood.
Okay, that's
Well,
Final
cool.
answer.
all right. So, as a musician, you were dedicated to using your voice and platforms to make a positive impact on the world. What is the one thing that you hope to accomplish through this commitment?
Could you re-ask that one more time?
Okay, yeah, sure. So, as a musician, you are very dedicated to using your voice and platforms to make an impact on the world. What is the one thing that you hope to accomplish through this commitment?
Oh, okay. Sorry, you cut out for a second. I wasn't sure if
Oh,
it was my Wi-Fi. My apologies.
no, it's
No
fine.
Yeah.
problem.
I get how internet is.
Awesome. Yeah. So, I'm actually really happy you guys asked this question. I was mentioning just a little bit earlier that I love doing charity work, and I've been helping charities for a while before I even started releasing pop music alone. There is an artist that I closely follow. His name's Aiden Gallagher. He actually wrote a song with Trinity Rose, which is one of my good friends. She's from Malibu. I'm
Oh,
releasing a
she's
song.
Yeah,
awesome.
she is.
Oh,
Yeah.
you guys know her?
She was actually on our show.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh. So
Oh
and
well,
she was in our sister company Action Magazine. She was in the magazine. So
Yeah.
yeah, she's a phenomenal artist too.
Mm-hmm.
very cool. Let me tell you a really quick secret. So her and I are dropping a song together. It's called "I Promise." I was supposed to go to Malibu together to film it with her, but she's actually in Toronto right now, in my hometown. We're actually going to be filming the music video for it here this month. And
Awesome.
so we're hoping
Nice.
it could come on the next maybe 2-3 months. It's also not really like a summary song. It's more. This is a cinematic song, so I'm very excited about this release. It's probably going to happen in the next like 2, 3, maximum 4 months. I did not know that you guys knew her, so this is really cool. Dope on that. I'm gonna let her know. I'll give her a call after.
Well,
Right.
yeah, we'll have to have you guys both back on
Yeah.
together.
Oh, that would be really cool. I'm sure she's gonna be hyped about that. I'll let her know for sure. Yeah. So basically, I mentioned her because she did a song with Aiden Gallagher, and I really, really, really look up to this guy. And I mean, he's so young, like, and he's already posting about global warming and racism awareness and doing good for the world and giving back. And I that's exactly like I'm inspired by that because that is who that is exactly the footsteps I want to follow in. And I'm already doing that. And he, every single day, he just inspires me to continue to do that more and more. I think as I'm building a massive platform, I don't want it all to be about me. And to each their own, right? Like, I mean, it's your
Right.
platform, you
Right.
do what you want with it. But for me, like, as I build an army platform, whether it's 100K, which I've already hit, a million, 10 mil, 100 million, it doesn't matter to me. As I keep going, I just have to make sure I'm just spreading really good awareness and education to my fans. I think the world is a beautiful place, but there's always there's struggles on this planet, and if I can if I could shed some light on that for people and give back, I think that's going to be incredible because I'm only on this planet for maybe maximum 100 years, maybe less. And the planet's been around for 8 billion years, so it's like it's less than a blink of an eye in the time span of like the planet being around. So I just want to make sure that my very limited time here is very powerful for others, not just for myself.
Wow,
All right.
that's the perfect answer
It
to take us
is.
into commercial.
So,
Oh, amazing.
actually, we are going into commercial break now.
Would you hang around with us to do the fun round after commercial?
Oh my God, for sure. Yeah. This is
All
like
right, I'll be right back, guys.
We'll be right back.
Welcome back to the show, everyone.
Welcome back. And if you guys have not downloaded the Anchor.fm app,
Do it.
and start making your own podcast today.
All right, Adil, welcome back.
Hey, thanks so much, brother. Thanks
get,
for having me.
Okay, we're going to get into the next round of questions.
The fun
Let's
round.
go.
All right. So, first of all, what is your favorite city and why?
All right, so I have to say, and my Canadian homies, please don't be mad, but it has to be Los Angeles, California. That place is such a beautiful city, and it is because the art, the entertainment, the food, the diversity. It's just so beautiful there. It's so friendly. It really feels like paradise to me. I remember my first time landing there. It was just utopia, and nothing has topped it yet, but we'll see. So for now, my final answer is LA.
LA, we agree.
Yep. All right. Now, what is the one magazine that you want to be on the cover of?
Okay, so this is definitely a tough question. I have to say it's gonna be alternative press. A lot of people would say why, but why? Like that's for like rock artists and whatnot. But I think AP is a very cool magazine because when I was a young kid, like I was mentioning, I was a rock artist and it was my dream to definitely get onto alternative press. I love Billboard, I love Vogue, I love all that stuff. But I don't know. I think the inner child in me would scream if I landed something with alternative press. They actually just recognized me this last week as well. So
Wow.
That's
yeah,
cool.
yeah, it was really cool. It was really cool. Super grateful. So I'm thinking, it's got to be AP. That would be really cool.
Wow. Okay.
All right.
So, what is the last picture on your camera roll?
Okay, let's see what it is right now. The last photo of me in a camera roll. So it's actually a video, but the photo is a screenshot of the premiere for the song "We're in Paradise" by Celeb Mix. The video, however, is a little bit funnier, but you said photo, so
Yeah.
Okay, so now you have to tell us about the funny in the video.
okay, yeah, I know I kind of set myself up for that one. But here's the good part. It's really funny. So we were doing fireworks on Saturday. So it's kind of for Canada, kind of for my song, kind of for my brother's birthday. Well, it was like a multi-party firework situation. But we were lighting up a firework, and one of my buddies, his name's Zany, Zany Music. He's actually an artist as well. He brought his girlfriend over to do fireworks, and we were lighting up two fireworks together. We were safe about it, I swear to God. And when we were, I always got to mention that. But yeah, we were lighting them up, and so Zany's girlfriend was lighting it up, and she lit up one of the fireworks, and she kind of like slept and didn't light up the second firework. And honestly, there's a certain amount of time where you got to light it up. So we were just like, fluff it. That's me swearing appropriately. We were like, fluff it, let's just leave it, let's just dip. So we both started running as fast as we can away from the fireworks, and she just bumps right into me, and I just eat grass and dirt in the ground, and I just like fall right into the tree, and then she falls too, and then we're both just looking at each other, we're like dying of laughter. And
that sounds so funny.
And then we get up and we're just like, oh my God, are you okay? And she's like, are you okay? I'm like, I'm okay. Are you okay? And as you're speaking, don't forget, one of the fireworks still was lit, even though the second one wasn't. So the first firework goes off, like literally, and it's a big one. And we were just so startled. And it's on TikTok now. It's really funny. So that's the last video on my camera roll. It's really funny.
So everybody right now, take a small commercial break and go to TikTok and see this video.
Yeah.
Adil C Music. There you go.
All right. What's the funniest thing that you've witnessed at a concert while performing?
Oh, this is great. This is so great. So I'd say like it's funny because like I don't know if this is like more so funny or shocking, but we had a fan back in the days when my band was touring, and he was in a wheelchair, but he was like always such a huge supporter, and he started crowd surfing in his wheelchair.
Oh my
Not
gosh.
It's not funny. It's actually shocking. I was like, how do you do that? Like the memory of just seeing that, where I was like, you're a rock star when someone in a wheelchair starts to crowd surf for you at your own show.
Oh
That was
my
crazy.
gosh.
But
Was
yeah.
he okay? I mean, he just had a blast. Was he okay?
I mean, no, he was fine. I mean, I think I don't know what the story was why he was in a wheelchair. I think I think like I actually don't know the story of what it was.
Right.
Unfortunately, I wish I did. But from what I was told though, he had his wheelchair for quite a while. But he loved crowd surfing like in his wheelchair. Like that was his thing.
Nice.
People would just hold up the wheelchair like that. So it's not really funny, but I think that one's a better substitute. It's crazy.
Absolutely. I mean, if that
Yeah.
guy hears our interview, he's my rock star. I mean,
Yeah.
that's the way to just like grab life and live it.
Yeah.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Life is perspective, right? This is what the song's about. Like it's your situation. You take it and you make it paradise.
Absolutely. Now, who is your favorite artist to lip sync to?
Whoo. Wow, you really got me at that one, eh? Let's see. I would say my favorite artist to lip sync to would be Billie Eilish, and here's why. Because I always thought that she would be like whisper singing. So I felt like I never really had to open my mouth as much. And then it was funny because she made this like thing. I think it was on the Grammys or something. She was like, I know guys, I should sing a bit louder. So I'm just giving out a shout out to her for being such a humble artist to be able to say that she even knows that she like wanted to sing louder. So I think lip syncing to her is like really fun because there's like a huge trophy behind it for her.
Oh, that's awesome. That's a good person to lip sync to.
Okay, so Oreos or Chips Ahoy?
Cheat answer, both.
Oh
Because
yeah.
Okay.
I would cut it in half and I would squish them together.
Oh no, I'm gonna give you a virtual or like long distance high five for that.
Hey,
Absolutely.
boom.
Yes.
Yes, that is acceptable.
Have you guys actually tried it though? It's really good. I've done it.
No,
before.
I think I am going to go try that. That sounds
it's
really good.
And then put it in the microwave for like maybe 10 seconds. Don't do more than 10 seconds or it gets soggy. And then drop a bit of Nutella on top of it and voila.
Wow.
Okay, you're my new hero. You
Got
just
you.
totally.
I got you.
Right.
You see me in the kitchen.
If you could take only 5 things to a desert island, what would they be?
Okay, my girlfriend. I would take soil. I would take seeds. I would take fresh water, and I'd have to take a Wi-Fi router that can do anything.
Okay.
Okay.
That's good. That's good.
Now.
And you get extra brownie points for saying your girlfriend first. So yes.
Yeah, she'll be very happy to hear that.
Absolutely.
No, or she might be mad. She'd be like, "What the heck? You die there alone, bro." So who knows? Who knows? We'll see.
To be continued on that one.
Yeah, TV. I'll let you know what happens.
You please do. What type of contest do you think would be fun to judge and why?
What type of contest would be fun to judge and why? I think a really fun contest to judge would be well, it could be two. I'm like very businessy, so I like business stuff, but I also really like arts and crafts. So I feel like judging someone who's making arts and crafts would be very fun because the cool thing about art is you never know what's gonna happen to the final product until it's done. Okay, I got my answer. Okay, so it would have to be arts and crafts because whenever you see someone making something, it probably looks like utter garbage in the beginning. You're like, what are they doing? And then when they're done, you're like it's like the table turns and you're just like, whoa, it's amazing. So I feel like judging an arts and crafts show would be a huge slap in your own face because you probably think it's garbage, and then when the person's done, it's like you're willing to pay $1,000 a piece for it. So definitely arts and crafts.
That's true. That's true. I'm gonna have to say roller derby. I thought about this one when I was going over the questions.
Roller derby.
Derby.
Why would you want to?
I don't know. Roller derby looks so fun.
I mean, yeah, it does.
Okay, I guess I'm by myself on that.
I
So
mean, but yeah,
let's continue.
judging. Okay, okay, we'll get back
Okay.
to that one.
All right.
Okay, if humans came with a warning label, what would yours say and why?
Cute little firework.
Oh, that's a good one.
That's a good one.
Because when people first see me, they're like, "Oh, he's cute. Oh, he's little." But then when you get to know me, he's like, "Damn, this guy's a firework. This guy gets the job done." So cute little firework.
All right,
All
that's a
right.
good one.
Now, talk to animals or just stick with people.
Man, but you gotta. That's hard, you know, because then like think about it. If I said talk to animals and I can't talk to you guys, but then if I just talk to you guys and I can't talk to my pets,
That's true.
That's true.
so I'm not allowed to merge.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
can
you
merge.
can.
You can go both.
I can go both.
You can go both.
This is my favorite podcast. Wow, sick. Let's go both animals and people.
See, you would probably like rake it all in because you could be like an animal translator and people would like line up and,
Yeah.
you know, say, what is my
Mm.
dog saying?
But then, do we really want to know what animals think of us? Really?
I do,
Not-
yeah, I actually really do. My cat's ridiculous. It's like I don't want to get like a little weird, but like it's so strange. Like if my cats think that no one's in the home, they'll go and like break stuff and they'll tear apart the house. No, they'll literally tear apart the house. I caught my cat peeing in the sink once because she
Oh,
thought
no.
she was home alone, and then I caught her and she just looked at me and meowed and ran, and I was like, "This is what you could do when I'm not home." It's ridiculous.
Oh, that's so funny.
Oh my god.
I would love to know what they think of me.
I mean, I kind of look at my dog and just he can tell you can tell he's
On their face,
thinking
yeah.
just by the look on his face. You can
Mhm.
kind of sort of judge it because he has this, gosh, I'm smarter than you look a lot of the time.
Yeah,
That's hilarious.
he does.
Okay,
Oh my
what is
God.
the one song that could get stuck on repeat in your head and you'd never get sick of hearing?
I'll show you by Justin because that song is cinematic pop. I know. Have you ever heard it?
No, I haven't.
No, I haven't.
Okay,
I don't
that's on my.
remember.
I was gonna say that's on my things to do.
Yeah, no, that's a really good song. That song, it's like it sounds like a movie song, but like pop. You just take a listen and you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. I feel like it's a very underrated song by Justin too that a lot of people don't know from Purpose. So it's like also something I love holding on to. It's a great song. I'll show you. There you go.
Okay, I'm gonna have to listen to that.
All right. What is the one piece of advice that you would give to kids who want to be musicians?
Oh man. Do it for the music. Don't do it for the money, and don't do it for the fame. Do it for the music, man. Like do it for the music. And I'm saying that specifically because I get it. You got to grow your audience. You got to do the numbers. Blah 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 blah. But seriously, like when you just put all that aside, like don't you think like it's just fun to just write something that anyone could play in the world at any time, and you could affect their mood by just literally a song. Like that's why I write music. So I think if someone wants to get into music, do it because of the music, man, because it's what it's about, man.
That's
Yeah.
good
Right.
advice.
Yeah. So, in addition to all that you have going on, what's next for you?
um hmm Well, right now, this song like just started, and I think it's about to break 1 million views on YouTube already. So it's crazy. I really want to keep pushing this song. I think it has such a powerful message, and I just want to touch as many people's hearts with it as quick as I can during summertime, and then after that, it's gonna be um. I want to do some covers. I think I used to not like doing covers, but I really enjoy a couple other artists like Coco Quinn, Gavin Magnus, Stefan Benz, and I mentioned Trinity Rose. She did cover one of her songs, "Miss You" by Aiden and Trinity. I covered that already, so I'm gonna do some covers. I really want to connect with my fan base and make sure that not only am I giving them like great music from me, but I'm also giving them some good collabs and covers from other artists. But what's really next for me after this song is the song with Trinity Rose, which is "I Promise." It's very cool to know that she was on this show. By the way, if I said podcast and it's actually a show, super sorry. My
That's okay.
apologies.
We're interchangeable there. You
Yeah.
can say either one.
Yep.
Amazing. I love that. Yeah, so definitely the song coming with Trinity Rose called "I Promise." We're gonna be shooting it hopefully in Toronto. She's here for the next month of July. And then, yeah, I'm just excited to see where it goes. So right now, I'm very much just about connecting with my fans and making sure that they feel heard.
Oh, that's
Right.
awesome. Well, when
That
you
is.
see her, please give her just this big, huge hug and say that's from Tiffany and Gabe.
Yep.
Oh, you got it. 110%.
All right. Now, what is the one thing you want our audience to know about you?
I consider myself an audience member as well. I really, really, really love being able to connect with people on the same level that they would want to be connected with. Let me rephrase that. I really want people to know that if they want to reach out to me and talk to me, it's not like oh my God, is he going to reply? Oh my God, is he going to see it? Oh my God, no, 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 no. We're family. I love everyone. I just love the idea of even just one person hearing my song and it making an impact to them. So if you're listening to this, which by the way, if you are, you're doing a great job listening to this because Gabe and Tiffany are the coolest.
Thank
But
you.
Thank you.
but if you're listening to this and you heard my music or you just love what's going on and you want to connect, just shoot me a message. There's no ego involved. I love everyone, and I'm just so grateful to be here, and just so grateful for this opportunity. That's what I would say.
That's awesome.
All right.
I have one last, well, actually, a question and a half for you.
Okay.
Where can people find you on social media?
You could literally find me anywhere, but I'm gonna have to say my two top platforms is Instagram and Twitter. That's where I'm very, very, very active on. It's easy to get in touch with me on there very quickly.
Okay.
All right.
And then the second part of that question, you knew this was coming back to haunt you. So remember the conversation prior to us starting the show about your name?
Okay.
So can you tell people the best way to remember your name?
Okay. So you ever heard of dill pickle?
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh.
You ever heard of Adele?
Uh-huh.
So you go from Adele, but you take out the whole del. So you keep the first part, so and then you take dill pickle. And then you glue it together, but then you delete the del and the pickle and you get Adele.
That's
All right.
awesome.
That's good.
And then C is very easy, like, the sea, like the water, the ocean, the sea.
Yep.
That's awesome. Well, thank you for making sure we all know how to pronounce it.
Yep.
Thank you for, you know what? No. Thank you guys for, like, I didn't even think I was going to have to say that on here, but it's so cool because I was literally like telling one of my friends, it's like, what are you going to do? This is crazy. Like everyone thinks it's Adil C or Udal C or something strange. And I just didn't know what to do. And he was like, you're gonna have to jump on Ellen to really make it loud and clear. And I'm really hoping that I can't wait to just let everyone know, be like, this is the official way to pronounce Adil C.
There you go, guys. You heard it first right here from Adil.
Yep.
Hey.
All right. Well, thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you so much. We so enjoyed having you.
Mm-hmm.
This podcast is this show podcast. It's incredible. I had an honor. I didn't know it's basically my first one, so I didn't know what I was going to expect. But just doing it was like super. It was just great. You guys are very incredible, humble people, and I'm very honored to meet you guys.
Thank you.
Did you guys enjoy the show? I know we did. Thanks to Adil C for joining us today. Make sure to follow him on social media and check out his latest song. And a special shout out to Azura. Can't wait to have you on as well. See you guys next season. Peace out.